just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Herbert on first down now. Going deep here for Allen. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Heineke's throw complete there to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished third among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff for Gibson. Spins, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 55 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. L.A. readies for its next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That'll be caught by the rookie, Josh Palmer. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Heineke on the move to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and this is recovered by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect. These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Williams brings it in. And they work this out past the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they do finally get him at the 12. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Heineke to the right side and complete to Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Open man is Palmer. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 4th down, Herbert. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
Herbert throwing again. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On first down, Justin Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Herbert back to the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there sometime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Heineke. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Heineke. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Heineke. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. on first down. It's Gibson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Heineke to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas from 10 yards out. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Looking to throw, Heineke. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets it to Thomas. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call. And
looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football. Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On the give, this is Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Herbert now rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First down, Heineke. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Heineke. And Thomas has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing. Heineke. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. From the 25 on 2nd down. Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Heineke. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Second down and goal. Herbert being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Anderson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A lot of time. Bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Heineke throw complete there to Thomas. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So, for the Chargers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor.